Hi guys, so I'm back with a cookie recipe because the day after tomorrow it's Easter. So I'm making Easter biscuits. I think I've got everything ready. The oven is preheating to 180 Celsius, which is 350 Fahrenheit of gas mark 4. I've got a cookie sheet light up. And I think I've got all my ingredients. I even got my stand mixer out for this because I need to cream, butter and sugar together. So I thought, let's do that right. But it says, these light little biscuits contain many of the ingredients that were forbidden during the strict Lenten season. Well, I haven't read anything about the Lenten season. What's the deal with that? So maybe I should do some research on that too, so I know what that is. But I know cookies, so let's bake some. Anyway, I've 175 grams of butter softened, which I did too, and 175 grams of sugar in the bowl. And I think I've got a good attachment. I even looked up what attachment I need to use for creaming sugar because I always mix them up, forget. Say how you want to say it. Anyway, I'm going to until pale and fluffy, so we'll see how long that's take. Okay, how stupid do you think I was? Telling you, I looked it up, which attachment to use, and I just used completely wrong one. I used the dough hook. I was like, why isn't this working? Why? And I was like, oh. I said I looked it up, and I did. I really did. And then, so I went, searching for the right one. It fell down in my closet thingy. It's half a closet, half a basement something, and it fell behind the stairs, so I cleaned it up. I put it in, so let's cream for a couple of more minutes, okay? Okay, I think I'm going to be happy with this because even the attachment that I used to use, it's stuck to the side. So yeah, I hope this is good enough. I didn't look that up. Maybe I should do some research on that. How cream. Oh my god. The moment I think I have everything under control, something is going to go wrong. I don't even know why. Like, I thought. Anyway, let's just gradually beat in the egg and milk. So I have one beaten egg, so it's not that bad that some butter fell in my egg. And then I needed 1 tablespoon of milk. That's good. Milk. Maybe I should have done this in the mixer too, but where's the fun in doing everything with the mixer, right? let's be happy with that. I'm decided. I'm just going to be happy with what I've got. Then stir in the peel and the currants. So I've got these, one of these, and well, it says currants, but in the ingredients it says currants or dried cherries. So I had dried cherries, so, and not much recipes that says that. So I thought, let's do dried cherries, and I chopped these up. Did I drop one? Yeah, I dropped one on the ground, a piece, and I dropped it again. I just, yeah. Why does this mixture already looks good? Stir, sift in the flour and mix spice and mix to a firm dough. Woohoo! Sieving flour. Let me see. I still don't know how to do that the best way. This, well, maybe I found it now. I'm doing 3 tablespoons at a time, and then just a bowl that's big enough. Maybe my mistake is that I always use bowls that are too small, and I need 1 teaspoon of mixed spice, and I'm using my last. So let's put this in. Oh, it smells so nice. This here, and then let's do 1, 3. Well, something does go right at the moment. With the flour, I don't have flour everywhere. Let's do this. Almost. Well, I've got a little bit of flour, but and then it says firm dough. So let's use this one to mix first, and then I can go in with my hands later, because I think firm dough needs hands. Oh, and now I realize that the only thing I didn't get is a cookie cutter. 5mm inch or 1/4 of an inch. Cut out 24 rounds with a 5cm or 2-inch round cutter. Yeah, I forgot to get that one, but I think I can get it within seconds. Take off my rings. Oh, I have to clean my rings. Let's wash my hands for a minute. Sometimes I do get comments about my hair, that I touch my hair too many times while cooking and baking. And yeah, I do. I'm not going to deny that, but anyway, I do clean my hands a lot. You can't say anything about that. I just clean my hands, so let's not grab. I wanted to grab the cookie cutter from the closet my whole way, but just clean my hands. And I think I am going to use a cloth. one of these plastic. I know it's wasteful, but I have really long nails and I am going to have them redone later today, and I don't want to sit there with dough under my nails. So yeah, let's just talking about washing hands and then use a glove. That's I do my best with, I don't know, environment. I walk wherever I can. I separate my plastics from the paper and the, what's it called, the green stuff. I even, over there, that green little bag, that's a biodegradable bag. So I try, well, I think you just heard me throw away the mixed spice container, and that was glass. And I can do better on my glass, but I don't have a lot of places to store glass, because I already have a bag with the cans. I think Ireland does it too, that you can, like some kind, in the Netherlands we pay 50 cents for the can, and if you bring it back to the store, I know Germany has it, then you get your 50 cents back. So it's what's it called in English? And my nail pierced. Oh, this is, well, anyway, I have a dough bowl, and this one doesn't need to be rested. Let's see what's the damage is with my nails. 1. I can't clean that. I'm going to clean it for a moment. I have one of those nail brushes. Oh. And I'm going to get my cookie cutter for a moment. Okay, 1 cookie cutter, and then 1 dusting of flour, I think. Oh, and why did I grab my rolling pin while I was grabbing the cookie cutter? And the oven has been ready and not ready for the whole of the time almost. The cookie dough, I'm going to, let's have a taste of the cookie dough. Oh, a piece of orange in there. Let's give this a wash too. I filled my sink with some soapy water. So and it makes 24 cookies. So, well, the book says it makes 24, so let's give myself some room. I still do feel like we needed to have it rested for a moment. doesn't say anything, but yeah. Five millimeters, so half a centimeter. We often have the discussion here in this household about how if you use centimeters or millimeters, because I do everything in centimeters, so half a centimeter is easier in my head than 5 millimeters. My boyfriend is the other way around. We are really our day and night, I think. But we have something good. I feel like I'm going to do it like this. But I don't think I'm going to get 24. I don't think these are going to expand. Fold them underneath. I think these little flubbies, I'm going to fold them underneath the cookie, because I feel like if I leave them on top, they will burn. Well, it's the oven, like I said, it's 180, so it's not that hot. Oh, I'm almost dropping one cookie. But yeah, I think 9 cookies on my baking sheet. No, 12 cookies on my baking sheet. It does say prepare 2 cookie sheets, but I only have 1. So I have to bake them twice, but they have to bake for 10 minutes, so that's not that long. I'm sorry about the sniffing, by the way. I just had a bit of a cold lately though. And yeah, it's still left. There's probably somebody taking offense about me going like that every now and then. It's so strange how people can so judgmental. I feel it, but I notice by myself too. Like if somebody I know does something that I have an opinion about, you get or frustrated or annoyed by something. Like the people who are annoyed with me touching my hair. But yeah, I feel like we don't always need to say something about it. You know, if you're annoyed by someone or something, I don't know, why bother saying something? Like the thing with the hair, it bothers me more than I want to admit, I think. It's just, I know I do it, and it's kind of one of those sticks. It's not easy for me to stop doing it. So why say something about it? And yeah, I'm a firm believer of that sometimes it's really better to keep your mouth shut. But I was talking about it with my best friend, and she was like, oh yeah, one of those keyboard warriors on the other side of the world. And yeah, I put myself out there, and of course people are going to have opinions, but the more bad opinions, it's other opinions that come and bad negative reactions, the easier they get, I think. So anyway, I've got a baking sheet full of cookies and oven is ready, so 10 minutes on the clock. Oh, that, I don't know why I went 20. Re-rolling and using the trimmings, place rounds on the prepared baking sheets and bake in the preheated oven for 10 minutes. Remove from the oven. Do not switch off the oven and brush with the egg white. Sprinkle with sugar and return to oven for 5 minutes. So I can't roll the restaurant out yet because, well, 5 minutes. Maybe I'm going to freeze this part. I think I'm going to do that. And then when I want some cookies, I have cookie dough because I have 12 cookies and there's 2 of us. Well, I can bring them to Easter. Maybe I will do that, but depends on how they will turn out. So I always understood you could freeze cookie dough. Anyway, I'm going to clean up a bit and put the thing in the freezer, and then whenever the 10 minutes are gone, we're going to do the rest. So yeah. Okay, 10 minutes are over, so let's grab the cookies. I need a little bit more space. So, ooh, some pale looking cookies. Leave the oven. I heard last week, a chef saying that you should never use oven gloves, oven mittens, oven gauntlets. I even heard, because if they catch fire, you're gonna burn yourself, and it's not easy to throw them off your hands. So always use a tea towel, he said. I don't think I use oven gloves, or what you want to call them, often enough to it really be dangerous. But yeah, I heard him say that. I was like, okay, the oven gloves that I have will be for decoration. I think I need to do sugar cookie. I feel like the egg white, it has dried before. I do two cookies. Or maybe 3. I can do a row at a time. Just egg white, right, guys? You heard me say that earlier. And the last row. Sugar. And let's put them back in the oven 5 more minutes. Five more minutes. Let's read for a moment. 5 more minutes. Leave to cool on the baking sheet for 2 minutes, then transfer to a wire rack and leave to cool completely. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. This one. So you have to be patient. I have to be patient. And then we'll have Easter biscuit taste test. Let's try a biscuit. This is what. Ooh, well, they're tough cookies, tough biscuits. The front, the back. Oh, it did. Looks good. Oh, spice is nicely coming through. The chopped peel. There's a hint of orange. Very crumbly, of course. Well, I'm not sure if it's of course, but after you've seen the cookies, the biscuits. To be honest, I have no idea if using dried cherries or sultanas or raisins, currants, if there's, I don't really think I taste a difference. If you told me that these were sultanas, currants, I wouldn't have guessed it, I think. Which means that I'm not sure if I will ever go out of my way to get dried cherries again. But it's a very tasty cookie. I'm curious how long these can keep for, because that doesn't say, the book doesn't say, well, this stores for, I don't know, 4 days in an airtight container. Well, not sure if they need 4 days, but yeah, this is a very, very tasty cookie with a few things that did go wrong. Everything turned out all right again, so I'm happy with this cookie. I'm going to eat this one and save the rest for later, maybe share them. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Have a great Easter.